Hi, my name is Okwe, and I still want to rant. Now, the second thing I want to rant about is people who criticize faith or religion, as they call it, as being a crutch. Now, if my English is half as good as I think it is, a crutch is a device that one leans on for support or to assist walking in the event that either one or both of one's legs have been broken or otherwise injured. Now, if the genocides we see, the rapings, the killings, the war, the sometimes unprovoked violence carried out by one person on another are not signs of a brokenness in the human race, I don't know what is. Now, you may be familiar with an experiment carried out by Dr. Kurt Richter in the 1950s, in which he dunked domestic rats into water and then rescued them just as they were about to give up swimming and start drowning. He rescued them, dried them out, and gave them some rest. And then he resubmerged them into water, but this time with another set of rats that had not had the previous experience of having been thrown into the water. Now, the second submersion showed that the rats that had been rescued the first time swam 4 times longer than the rats that hadn't been exposed to that experience of almost drowning. It would seem that something had registered in their tiny rat brains, something that said, this is not necessarily the end. Something good might still come out of this terrible, dire situation. Something that looked like we might make it, we just might make it. I think the word for that something is hope. And I also think that hope is the premise for every major religion, definitely the Christian faith. You see, it is hope that there is a life after our experience here on earth that makes all the pain, the disappointments, the suffering, the poverty just that little more bearable. I think it is hope that there is a God who is almighty and able to intervene in our specific situations that gives us the positive attitude to keep going. I think it is the hope that there is a God who at the end of it all will reward a life well lived here, that keeps us decent, keeps us well behaved, that keeps us sociable. You see, no wonder studies have shown that people who go to church regularly are associated with positive mental attitudes and are better able, in most cases, to deal with adversity, grief, loss, pain, and strife. Teenagers who regularly attended church and participated in church activities were found to make better life choices and live better, stable, and healthier lives as adults. Regular church attendance has been associated with a greater feeling of self-worth, satisfaction with life, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose and dignity. I don't know about you, but in a broken world as we live in, and definitely being a broken person myself, I could do with a crutch in my life. But I hear you say, oh, okay, but I know people, religious people, in fact, church-going people, who are just as depressed, angry, and nasty as the person next door. That, my friend, is the subject of my next rant. Like this video and subscribe so you'll be notified, and I'll see you in the next